Lions TV, once again, is the O'Mara hat-trick. Mate, what was your take on the game?
Just making sure there's no cars behind me to bid me up like last time. It was a bit like my dad says, Jekyll and Hyde performance. First half was absolutely terrible. Like I said, everyone was moaning, saying boring Harris, because what we was doing is we was getting the ball, we was picking it up, and then we was getting to that stage further, and then we get a nosebleed, and then start playing it back again, and it was just getting a bit boring. And obviously Millwall fans are going to get a bit agitated by that, and we are going to turn on the manager, because we've seen this constantly over and over again. But then when the players come out in the second half, something must have changed. I mean, bringing off Mahoney, I didn't see him touch the ball that much at all in the first half.
I'm worried for where he's going to end up at Millwall, because Harris has already publicly said he's not happy with him. But again, Mahoney was a different player. Maybe he's just not responding to Neil Harris. Mahoney was brilliant when he got player of the season last year at Birmingham, young player of the year. He's been to Bournemouth. He's been, he's moved for a lot of money early in his career. He's a good player, but maybe he's just not going to work out for him at Millwall under Neil Harris.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't fit into our style of football, because I think with Neil Harris, he's very much like a manager who wants the players just to give a lot of passion. It's not always about the quality of the football, but it's just about wearing your heart on your sleeve and going out there and giving it 100%.
But does Neil Harris want that? Because we seem so compact, so defensive, so content just to sit in two banks of four and allow teams to come on.
I feel like we do that with attacking teams, but with teams like Luton, we've set up. These are the type of games you need to go to and just hammer them. There's so many games this season where we've gone out and we've given teams way too much respect, and we've sat back. In that first half, I counted all of the 11 players in our own half, and I was like, why are we doing this? And even the fans started singing attack, and it's like, we're all getting agitated. But the second half, when we did come out and attack and we started to play football, the players were actually moving for each other, and this is what we've been asking. It was like
a different 11. It was like a different team when it turned off.
Yeah, and I think what it is as well, I think personally we should have the captain armband should go to Jed Wallace. That's what I think, because I think he's the player who I picked out QPR, who was running all over the shop, and he's one of the only players who actually tried creating something.
I think the problem is now, he's made Pearce captain. He's now had to drop Pearce for Hutchinson, something I've been calling for a while, because Pearce was, he done well to keep us up, but he's more of a talker than the player. He's not a defender Hutchinson is.
No, I think Hutchinson, do you know what I mean? Do you know what? Hutchinson should have never been dropped in the first place. He didn't really put a foot wrong.
I think it's more injury than anything. Last season.
But it's because when Pearce did come into the team last season, he sort of I think it was the Everton game that sort of changed it for him, and then it's sort of it made Harris realise that maybe we should bring him in and have him as a captain, because he was shouting at players. And I think that's we do need that, but if we have that off the pitch as the motivation, and then the players on the pitch do all the moving about and do all the running around, I mean, this is going to sound mad, but I think Leonard had a decent second half, mate. I mean, the challenges he was putting in, that it's like we was all cheering, we was going, yeah, we're going mad.
That's all we want. That's all we want as Mill fans.
That is exactly all we want.
We ain't going to shoot 50 passes together.
No,
we just want our team to fucking come, turn up, and fucking adhere themselves like a Millwall team should. That's all we ask for.
Exactly. And I think Bradshaw he was another one of them players in the second half who was livening up the fans, and he was like, once you get the fans going and you start actually putting in the effort, it shows, and then the fans are going to end up. We need
something to thrive off. We need something to respond to. Look, are we being too harsh at times as Millwall fans? We're saying we should be coming here hammering teams like this. Easy for me to say. I believe it, you believe it, a lot of people believe it, but are we getting above our station? Let's have it right. We're not maybe one of the biggest teams in this division. We've had 2 points in a row on the road.
I don't think we're getting above our station at all, mate. I think all these teams are in the Championship because they deserve to be here, and there are teams who've gone out and spent millions and they've been sitting mid-table. And if you can look at Sheffield United last year, they don't really spend bundles.
No.
And if you have a team with a bit of passion and a team who actually want to play football and as a team, as a unit, play together, you can easily get to that Premier League. It's there for the taking.
You're spot on. The players must have so much enjoyed that second half.
Yeah. I mean,
they must have gone and gone. That's what we're here for. That's what our job is.
Exactly. I mean, we get a sucker punch with their fucking goal, but it's one of them ones. We worked our socks off in the second half. If we would have done that for both halves, we would have definitely come away with a result, I reckon.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Man of the match?
Got to be done. Man of the match. Oh, that's a hard one, to be honest. Second.
Tunnicliffe got it.
Tunnicliffe shouldn't. Tunnicliffe, right? He should have never got the man of the match, right? It should have gone to. My dad reckons it should have been Bilakolski.
Yeah,
easy for me to say. But I reckon man of the match got to be Tom Bradshaw.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Harris in or Harris out?
Harris out.